Welcome to Motivational Monday. Today we're going to talk about your most valuable asset. That's right, the asset that will help you live with that joy, that peace, and that satisfaction that we're all looking for, right? Now, we know money's an asset. We use our money to buy what we value, right? And we know our time is even a more valuable asset because we can't make more time, right? So these are assets that we want to utilize to make the most of our life. But let me tell you something, there's an asset far greater and far more powerful in your life, and that is your thinking. The way you think determines what you do, meaning your actions, and of course your actions produce what? Your results. Now, we know that your thinking not only drives your actions, not just what you do, but how well you do it. We know that your actions repeated become habits, and those form your character. This is why Solomon said, as a man thinks he is. We know that. We've studied this before. Today I want to talk to you about a way that we can program our thinking, right? Because we've talked about the fact that our thinking, our most valuable asset, is under attack every day, right? Now the Apostle Paul knew this 2,000 years ago when he said, do not be conformed to the patterns of this world. Be transformed by what? The renewing of your mind. He's talking about renewing your thinking, protecting your most valuable asset. Today I want to share with you an idea my mom gave me when I was in high school, and I've continued on and off through my whole adult life. And by the way, to my surprise, I thought my mom had made this up. As I studied success models, I found out that many people that came before me for decades and centuries have been using the same technique to program their mind, to think right, because when you think right, you can act right, right? Now, what they were using is a book in the Bible called Proverbs. Now, by the way, this isn't just for believers or people believe in the Bible. This book called Proverbs has been used over and over by Christians and non-Christians alike to improve themselves and improve their business or whatever thing they are into, right? Whatever they're pursuing. Right? So what is it? Proverbs is a book. If you take a Bible and you just open up the middle, you'll find a couple books. Psalms, a really big book, a couple hundred chapters written by King David, a historical figure. His son, King Solomon, wrote the next book, smaller, 31 chapters, called Proverbs. Proverbs really is a short book, a collection of wise sayings that are used to help us become better today than we were yesterday, right? So my mom told me, take this book of Proverbs, there's 31 chapters, and read one chapter a day. Like today's the 20th, what am I going to read? Chapter 20. And on the 20th, you guys get it. Every day, commit to reading a chapter of Proverbs. Now, this is super simple because it only takes 3 minutes. 3 minutes to read these 20 or 30 small verses that will help me live better today than I did yesterday. It will remind me of what's true and what's right. And when I'm reminded, when my mind is true and right, I will act true and right, and I'll get true and right results, right? So here's what I want to encourage you guys to. Let's take a few minutes every morning. We talked about 15 minutes of planning in solitude, 15 minutes of daily preparation to make sure you win today. This is a good tool that you can use in that 15-minute time. It takes 3 minutes. Now, let me give you one advanced technique that I've discovered. I read through the Proverbs every day, and what I do is I like to pick one verse, one saying that will stick with me today that I could utilize today, right? And this thing is what I want to develop, and I want to internalize. It's what I want to live. And then tomorrow, I'll go to the next one, of course, and do one verse. I don't have to work on all 30. I read the whole chapter, I read all the verses, but look at one, utilize one, and live one today. Guys, your thinking is your most valuable asset, isn't it? What are you doing to protect your thinking? What are you doing to develop the type of thinking that you want, that drives the actions you want in your life, develops the habits you want in your life, and gets you the results you're looking for? Good selling.